Every system that keeps society breathing, from global communications and large-scale agriculture to advanced medicine and democratic voting, runs entirely on advanced science and technology. Yet we have arranged a global civilization where almost no one actually understands how any of this underlying machinery works. You can see the decay in our shrinking media attention spans and a widespread celebration of ignorance. When we lose the ability to grasp complex issues, we slide backward, clutching our crystals and nervously consulting horoscopes to navigate daily life. As we move further into an information economy, awesome technological power is consolidating in the hands of a very few. If the public lacks the knowledge to question those in authority, we lose the ability to set our own agendas. Mixing immense power with pervasive ignorance is a prescription for disaster. Sooner or later, this combustible blend is going to blow up in our faces. Escaping this trap requires a change in perspective. We have to treat science as a disciplined way of thinking, moving past the idea that it is merely a collection of facts to be memorized. This chart illustrates a core scientific concept, the error bar. When a researcher plots a data point, they attach these vertical lines to show the margin of uncertainty. It is a visible admission of human imperfection. The ultimate goal for each new generation of researchers is never to claim absolute certainty. Instead, it is to simply shrink those error bars, pulling our understanding closer to the truth. Shrinking that margin of error requires a brutal everyday reality. Scientists must subject their life's work to withering cross-examinations at conferences and survive anonymous, rigorous peer review to root out mistakes. It takes immense psychological discipline to throw away a beloved theory when the data opposes it. The physicist Michael Faraday warned that we are deeply tempted to seek out evidence that confirms our desires, while ignoring the facts that resist us. Science succeeds precisely because its error-correcting machinery demands the systematic destruction of bad ideas, no matter how much we might wish them to be true. Isaac Newton's laws of motion and gravitation stand among the most universally accepted claims to knowledge in human history. 300 years after Newton drafted them, we use those exact mathematical rules to launch a probe across billions of miles of empty space and have it arrive at a predetermined point in the outer solar system, right on schedule. Despite that monumental success, researchers refused to treat Newton's laws as sacred text. They actively hunted for extreme environments where his physics might break down. By pushing the limits, Albert Einstein proved that at high speeds and extreme gravity, the old rules no longer apply. His theories of relativity showed that Newtonian physics is only an approximation, not the absolute truth. Today, modern physicists are trying to do the exact same thing to Einstein. They are studying rapidly spinning binary pulsars and hunting for elusive gravitational waves, hoping to strain general relativity to its breaking point. Because there are no forbidden questions and no sacred truths, science functions as an act of profound humility. It constantly interrogates nature, protecting us from the arrogance of assuming we have it all figured out. The core demands of the scientific method, open debate, a mistrust of authority, and rigorous standards of evidence, are identical to the foundational requirements of a functioning democracy. If we fail to equip the public with these tough habits of thought, we leave our entire society vulnerable. Without the tools to demand evidence, we become easy targets for the next charlatan or demagogue who saunters along. There is a myth that this strict, data-driven skepticism eliminates human emotion, but recognizing our exact place in the immensity of the cosmos actually provides a soaring sense of wonder. The awe elicited by a deep scientific discovery is the same spiritual elation we feel in the presence of great art, or when witnessing acts of exemplary, selfless moral courage. The scientific way of thinking must belong to everyone, not just a small professional priesthood. It is the only reliable shield we have to protect our freedoms, and the only way to keep the fragile candle flame of human progress burning against the gathering dark.